Imagine seeing a creature with an enormous head, almost no hair, pale skin, a tiny mouth, and large, dark eyes. You would probably call it an alien, but nearly every feature we associate with aliens could also be explained another way. A larger brain, a weaker body, eyes adapted to darkness, skin changed by life away from sunlight, a face shaped by thousands of years of genetic engineering. What if the beings we imagine arriving from another world did not come from another world? What if they came from our future? We usually assume that anything strange in the sky must have crossed space. A machine appears above Earth, moves in ways we do not understand, and carries beings that look unfamiliar. So we imagine another planet, another star, another civilization. But a machine appearing in the sky does not reveal where it came from. If backward time travel were possible, something could arrive from another century just as easily as from another world. But future humans would have one reason to care about Earth, that extraterrestrials would not. This is where they began. Imagine humanity surviving for another 100,000 years. By then, every nation, language, and culture we know could be gone. Humans may live on Mars, inside artificial habitats, or on worlds with different gravity and light. Some populations may never return to Earth. Over time, their bodies could change. At first, the changes might be small, then technology could take over. Future humans may edit their genes, replace organs, connect their brains to machines, and design bodies for places where modern humans could not survive. Eventually, they might no longer look like us. But they could still know they came from us. We live near the beginning of artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, space settlement, and attempts to connect technology with the brain. To future humans, these may be the first steps toward everything they became. The classic gray alien already looks strangely human. It stands upright with 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and a recognizable face. It looks like a human body changed in specific ways. The head is larger. The body is weaker. The eyes are darker. The skin is pale. The mouth is smaller. The hair is gone. Each feature could fit a possible future. A larger head might contain advanced neural systems or technology integrated into the skull. A weaker body could result from low gravity or machines performing physical labor. Large black eyes might be artificial lenses designed for darkness, radiation, or information display. Pale skin could come from generations spent away from sunlight. A smaller mouth might make sense if future humans no longer eat ordinary food or communicate through speech. If thoughts could be transmitted directly between brains, spoken language might become unnecessary. Even the body itself may not be their real body. Modern Earth could be dangerous to a distant descendant. Our bacteria, atmosphere, gravity, and sunlight might affect them in ways they can no longer tolerate. Instead of coming here personally, they might send artificial biological bodies designed to survive briefly in our time. But the theory faces one enormous problem. It requires backward time travel. Traveling into the future is already possible in physics. Relativity shows that time passes differently depending on speed and gravity. A person traveling close to the speed of light could experience a few years, while much more time passed on Earth. That person would return in Earth's future. Traveling backward is different. Some equations in general relativity allow structures such as closed time-like curves or wormholes. In theory, a path through space-time might return a traveler to an earlier moment, but no one has ever created such a path. We have never discovered a traversable wormhole. We do not know whether one could remain stable or whether the required conditions can exist. Backward time travel may be difficult. It may also be completely impossible. There is no confirmed evidence that UFOs are time machines or that alleged alien beings are future humans. The theory remains speculation. Still, if future humans could reach us, why would they come? The first reason would be curiosity. We study ancient civilizations through ruins, bones, and fragments of writing. Future humans might study us in the same way, but instead of digging through ruins, they could watch history while it was still happening. They might want to see the first artificial intelligences, settlements beyond Earth, or genetic changes that transformed humanity. They might also come for biological reasons. If future populations lose genetic diversity, modern humans could become a living archive of traits that no longer exist. They might collect DNA to study diseases or understand how their bodies changed. They could observe ecosystems before they disappeared, investigate a disaster that shaped their civilization, or search for specific ancestors. Someone ordinary today could become the ancestor of millions in the future, but if they cared so much about us, why would they avoid contact? Because contact could change history. A conversation, a warning, or even a small delay could change who meets, who survives, and which children are born. Across centuries, one small difference could spread through millions of lives. The civilization that invented time travel might erase itself by interfering with the past, so future humans may follow strict rules. Observe, but do not interfere. Do not leave objects behind. Do not reveal future events. Do not introduce future diseases. Do not allow people from the past to know too much. Their secrecy might not mean they fear us. It might mean they fear changing themselves. Then comes the grandfather paradox. Imagine traveling into the past and preventing your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. If they never meet, you're never born. But if you're never born, you cannot travel back to stop them. The event both happens and does not happen. One possible solution is that the past cannot be changed. Anything a traveler does was always part of history. Another possibility is branching timelines. A traveler changes the past but creates a separate future while their original history remains intact. A third possibility is simpler. The paradox exists because backward time travel can never happen. We do not know which answer is correct, but there is one uncomfortable possibility. A time machine does not need to exist today for a traveler to appear today. If humanity invents backward time travel 10,000 years from now, someone from that future could still arrive in our century. From our perspective, the visit would appear before the invention. The cause would come after the effect. So when people ask, if time travel is ever invented, where are the time travelers? There are several answers. Maybe backward time travel is impossible. Maybe a machine can only travel back to the moment it was created. Maybe future humans never survive long enough to invent it. Maybe they are forbidden from contacting us. Or maybe some of the beings we call aliens are already here, and we have been looking in the wrong direction. Maybe the reason they look almost human is not because evolution always creates the same shape. Maybe they look human because they are human, not the humans living now. The humans who survive what comes next. Our descendants may spread beyond Earth, redesign their bodies, merge with technology, and become something we would no longer recognize. And if they ever discover a way to return, they may not come back to conquer us. They may come back to study us. Because to them, we would not be an alien civilization. We would be their ancient ancestors.